I'm Rachel Nabors, former award-winning cartoonist, currently front-end developer. I'm here to talk to you about Wabi-sabi. Wabi-sabi is, by definition, a Japanese aesthetic grounded in transience. Now, this is deeply rooted in the Buddhist principles that everything is imperfect, incomplete, and impermanent. It's also a Shintoist thing, but anyway, once again, I'm talking faster than my slides. All right, so it's about the beauty of character, age, weathering, utility. It's the exact opposite of our Western ideals, where we want things to be shiny and new and fresh off the factory floor. And this gets down to the Greeks and Plato. Plato had this theory that everything in this world was a shade of some perfect archetype that existed in some hazy nether region, like his version of heaven, I suppose. Everything was perfect. There were perfect horses, perfect people, and whenever we made art, it was close to that perfection. And this perfection doesn't exist in this world. So when we see a horse, the closer that horse looks to that statue of that beautiful, epic horse, the more we say it's a perfect horse. But there's a problem with this. With time, imperfections go up, perfections go down. So by that nature, anything old, anything that's been used is ugly. We throw it away. We get rid of it. Ugh, get rid of it. So we start fetishizing perfection. There's a problem, though, with fetishizing perfection because it doesn't stay the same. Our definitions of perfection have been shown to change, especially with body types. Perfect example here. So let's move on to completeness. I was looking at the trees in my sister's yard in Atlanta, and I started thinking about, like, what is a tree? Is it the acorn, the sprout, the sapling, the fully grown tree, lumber? Think about us as people. We think that, we think of 20-somethings as being perfect, but they're not. We are all of these people on a continuum, babies, old people. Nothing's ever finished. Drupal isn't finished. Your software will never be finished. It's not permanent. Everything we are and want to be will be gone. We will die. Everything we build will crumble and rot or get discontinued. Look at these guys. Do you know who they are? They ruled the biggest empire, the longest running empire that ever existed on the face of this planet, bigger and older than America, the very cradle of civilization. And the universe just kept moving forward. We've forgotten them. We'll forget George Washington. They're left behind because it doesn't matter. We're quantum foam. But our children build on those things. The world builds on those things. And we put our hearts and souls into the solutions of today, only to have them cast aside when something tomorrow eclipses them. Evolution comes by, and the bony-plated fish are wiped out because sharks got a toehold. So there's a secret hidden bonus factor here, utility. Wabi-sabi is all about utility. I mean, is an ornate water pitcher more useful because it's got flowers on it than one that's simple and gets the job done? I mean, there's this Shaker saying, don't make something unless it is both necessary and useful, but don't hesitate to make it beautiful. Okay, I can get behind that. That's not to say that beautiful things are useless. But consider the words of Lao Tzu, this old dude here, who's not as old as the pharaohs. He said that the reality of a room exists in the empty space within a room. It's not its walls, it's not its roof, it's not its floor. It's the space that that room describes. It's the utility of that function, that space. So true beauty only becomes apparent through the use of these spaces, through the use of these tools. So while they might not be finished, they might not be perfect, they may not be complete, they are useful. You can't buy wabi-sabi at Pottery Barn. You can buy feng shui anywhere, and you can hire people to come help feng shui your house, but you can't buy wabi-sabi. You can't go to Walmart for it. It's an acceptance of a natural order of things. It's a way of life. It's getting used to, yeah, it's not perfect, but you know what? It's useful, and that is beautiful in and of itself. And so it's not going to be here all for the rest of my life. But it's important to me now. So anyway, thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure talking with you this evening.